Self-awareness for leadership. Even a cursory survey of literature on leadership during the past few decades shows how the focus has been largely on leadership as manifested in activity. The various seminars, workshops, lectures, and sessions held on leadership have also followed this trend. Some of the popular subjects under the general theme of leadership have been these: having a clear vision and mission, setting goals and objectives, planning and administration, teamwork, motivating others, conflict management, styles of leadership, organizational development, innovation, and the like. Nevertheless, the emphasis with regard to leadership has been on the outer dimension rather than on the inner dimension. The stress has been more on leading others than on leading oneself, and more on doing rather than on being. Lack of self-awareness is a serious obstacle for leadership. This does not downplay the dimension of doing in the context of leadership. The dimension of doing is undoubtedly crucial, and its importance cannot be overemphasized. However, the aspect of being, of leading oneself, is equally, if not more important for the leader. It is not the case that the significance of this internal aspect has not been understood or recognized. However, more often than not, the significance of leading oneself is implicit or understated, and therefore runs the risk of being neglected. When this happens, there is a high likelihood that one will encounter difficulties and problems in leading others. Though many examples could be given which manifest a lack of genuine leadership, we shall look at only a couple of types of illustration. The first type consists of leaders who are extremely talented and creative, truly committed and hardworking. They may even be understanding and warm in relating with people. However, they are not able to realize their full potential because they struggle with their emotional and psychological selves. They have a low sense of self-esteem and manifest a lack of confidence. Due to this, they feel overwhelmed by external challenges and difficulties, which further dents their self-confidence and self-esteem. Leadership ends up becoming a Sisyphean task for them. The other type is a leader who adopts the style of a manager, just as in corporate circles, instead of being a leader in the true spirit. Thus, he or she is highly efficient and versatile in getting people to get things done, but is severely lacking in basic human qualities. She or he is highly capable in visioning, organizing, and performing challenging tasks, but is out of touch with fundamental realities. It is not uncommon to hear about leaders like this. Due to their highly efficient managerial qualities, relentless commitment, and strong determination, they perform highly challenging and creative works of service that are greatly appreciated and recognized in the public domain. However, those who are subordinate to them and are directly associated with them experience them as insensitive, autocratic, and ruthless individuals. Why does such a failure of leadership happen? A major reason for this failure is the lack of self-leadership. Robin Sharma says, the starting point in leading others is learning to lead yourself. In the book Heroic Leadership, Chris Loney aptly highlights the importance of leading oneself. He says that leadership springs from within. It's about who I am as much as what I do. A leader's greatest power is his or her personal vision, communicated by the example of his or her daily life. Thus, the dimension of being as much as doing, one's example as much as one's activity, is what essentially defines a leader. But without sufficient knowledge of oneself, without a certain level of self-awareness, it would not be possible truly to lead oneself and consequently to lead others. And if we are honest with ourselves, we would realize how little we know of ourselves and therefore need to gain awareness. One cannot afford to give a blind eye to all this and to maintain that it has no importance for leadership. However, unfortunately, this seems to be done more often than not. And the most probable consequence is what we have already seen above. Either genuine leaders who want to do good but struggle with themselves and therefore are unable to lead others effectively, or heartless managers who fail to accord to people even basic respect and dignity. Therefore, self-awareness becomes recognized as indispensable for leadership and is increasingly emphasized in contemporary corporate circles. The path of awareness is an ongoing process leading one more and more to the discovery of his or her true self, precious and unique, created in the image and likeness of God. The journey of self-awareness is the journey of a lifetime.